Hello, my fellow welt lovers. Okay. Strap in because this Cerydra situation is wild. Between sketchy text leaks, simulated universe breadcrumb lore, and possibly the most cracked harmony kit we've ever theorized about, the hype and confusion levels are peaking. I'm going to take you all the way through what we might know about Cerydra, how her potential mechanics might reshape the entire game, and most importantly, why she could be Phaenon's long-lost battle soulmate. Look, nothing is confirmed, everything is chaos, but oh my Aeon, the potential is insane. So let's start with what's recently suspicious kit leak that has been circulating. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LDShop is here for. This is LDShop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LDShop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Cypher while saving more. This so-called leaked Cerydra kit floating around seems like someone tried to speedrun writing the most overloaded harmony unit of all time. The theme? Buff the first slot character, aka your hypercarry, into the stratosphere with something called rank, a stacking mechanic that feels like a drugged-up version of Sunday's vibes mixed with a little sparkle and a whole lot of weight. Did I just get another turn? Her skill allegedly boosts a single ally's damage and ATK for few turns, and her ultimate? Big wind damage, sure, but it also interacts with that first character slot. If they've got rank, boom. Crit damage buffs and extra stacks of rank rain from the heavens. But wait, it doesn't stop there. We're talking bonus follow-up wind damage every time your ally attacks, extra turns once rank hits max stacks, action advancement, energy recovery even while she's chilling off-field, and buffs that could spread like butter across your team. Oh, and one of the Eidolons says your buffed carry gets an extra turn. Yeah, a double dip. I'm sweating already. Now, if you're asking, what even is rank and why do I feel like it's going to change everything? You're not alone. From what we've pieced together, rank is a stackable buff Cerydra gives to your carry, and when that stack hits a certain threshold, let's say 6, boom, that unit gets another turn and possibly action bar push. The leaks suggest the character can gain stacks from their basic or skill attacks, from Cerydra's skill, and even her technique. And here's the cracked part. If the skill lets your carry use their skill again, potentially without consuming a skill point, we're officially in broken territory. This brings us to the golden boons from the simulated universe. Cerydra's night phase effect? Yeah, it practically screams buffed skill spammers rise up. The Gambit by the Flame boon grants 2 stacks of Conquer to the first character in the team when night begins. Each stack lets that character immediately jump back into action and get a final DMG buff for their next turn. It's like handing your DPS a Red Bull and telling them to hit harder, faster, and longer. But there's more. The Rampaging Knight boon gives back 5 skill points just for entering night and tosses your carry another Conquer stack. And the Double Crossing Bishop? Boom, 60% SPD increase when consuming a stack. That's not just synergy, that's a full-on symphony of cracked buffs. Suddenly, you're lapping the enemy twice in a single cycle while deleting their existence. And then the ultimate upgrades like Arbitrating King? Bro, it says all those night effects continue during day 2. You know what that means? No more reset. The rhythm never breaks. The buff flow continues. You are unstoppable. This kind of tempo loop is exactly what characters like Jingliu need, because, yeah, we're getting to her now. Let's also talk about why Cerydra and Jingliu might just be the scariest duo since Skirk and Topaz decided to show us what pain looks like. Jingliu's whole gimmick is enhanced skills. That's where her damage comes from. The issue? keeping her in that enhanced state without falling out of it, without running out of skill points, and most importantly, getting her turn fast enough to keep up that tempo. Now imagine a world where Cerydra not only gives Jingliu more ATK and DMG, but also action bar advancement, stacks toward a bonus turn, and potentially a skill duplication effect that doesn't cost a skill point. Do you feel that? That's the meta shaking. Jingliu will be getting buffed in 3.4 according to some crumbs, especially for her enhanced skill uptime, which is perfect because if Cerydra really works the way these leaks suggest, you're getting enhanced skill, extra turned enhanced skill again. That's not just efficient. That's a death sentence to enemies. You'll be looping damage rotations so tightly you won't even need other DPS characters on the team. Just buff the queen and let her solo Bellowbog. And yes, other characters like Acheron, Firefly, and even Jade could benefit massively from this theoretical kit too. If you're a skill-centric character, Cerydra might become your bestie. The Herta? She loves it. And Axa? Skill twice in one turn without consuming points? That's practically illegal. Even Jingyuan, who struggles with DPS per action value, could become viable if he can double dip and keep the pressure up. But this is where we come back down to earth for a second. These kits are extremely suspicious. Theoretically possible, but not reliable. We might end up with a completely different Cerydra. Maybe she's a def buffer. Maybe she buffs other stats. Maybe rank isn't even real. Maybe she doesn't synergize with Jingliu at all, and we just copiumed ourselves into an entire playstyle that'll never happen. But if even half of these effects are legit, she'll not just be a top-tier buffer, but an entire temporary setting engine that makes one DPS function like two. And let's be real. If she's single-target focused like Sunday, with a generalist bias towards skill damage, she's going to be absolutely meta-defining. Single-target buffers like her are rare, but ridiculously valuable. Think Sparkle, but instead of helping everyone with spam skills, she makes your hypercarry into a pseudo-Regan Eidolon 5-turn destroyer. That's scary good. And if her buffs also include things like SPD, Energy Regan, or Action Advance, we're going to see an era of rapid fire. Fast-acting hyper carries dominate every fight. But let's not forget the gacha reality. If she is this good, pulling her is going to be non-negotiable. And if her Eidolons are cracked, like that E1 that grants a second extra turn per battle, or that E6 which gives your carry all attribute residential pen, you're gonna want dupes. Sorry, wallet. So where does that leave us? We're on the edge of something potentially revolutionary. The leaked kit paints Cerydra as a skill spam queenmaker. The golden boons reinforce that identity with lore-embedded gameplay, and her synergy with characters like Jingliu could create some of the most busted combos Honkai Star Rail has ever seen. All we need now is for Hoyoverse to hit us with the official reveal and either confirm our insanity or completely blindside us with something even wilder. Until then, keep your light cones locked, your stellar jades hoarded, and your wishlist ready. Because if Cerydra really is the Harmony God tier unit we think she is, she's going to define patch 3.5, and maybe even the entire meta going forward. Will she break the game? Will she finally make Jingliu unstoppable? Or will she end up like a Harmony Natasha with fancy effects and mid-tier usage? We're gonna find out soon enough. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this kit too good to be true? Or are we looking at the next big support? And hey, if you've got more crumbs or theories, drop them down there too. I'll keep updating you as soon as we get anything else. Until then, good luck saving, and may your summons bless you with the ultimate rank stacking, skill looping, turn warping wind goddess herself. Cerydra, please don't let us down.